Hey guys, and welcome to the video. We're going to be discussing the cancelled DC movie, Batgirl, and reading recent comments from the directors. So let's dive into this DC news. But before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and stay up to date with all the movie news we have going on around here, guys. So guys, we're going to take a look at this article here from Screen Rant. Brendon Fraser was Oscar-worthy in DC's most controversial cancelled movie. Over a year after the Batgirl movie's controversial cancellation, the directors are opening up about Brendon Fraser's performance as DC's Firefly. Well, the thing is, guys, we all know how talented Brendon Fraser is. He's absolutely incredibly talented actor. I mean, just look at that movie he did a while back called The Whale. The performance that he put in that movie was just absolutely astonishing. He's such a great actor, and when he wants and he's firing on all cylinders, this guy is definitely Oscar worthy. And the fact that they call him Oscar worthy in this movie, it just hurts all that little bit more, that the fact that we're never going to get to see it, because his performance as Firefly could have been something special, and the fact that we won't see it, yeah, it kind of sucks, guys, but that's such as life. But anyway, let's see what this article has to say. According to the Batgirl movie directors, Brendon Fraser would have given an unforgettable performance in the cancelled DCEU film. It came as a largely unexpected twist when in 2022, Warner Bros. Discovery suddenly cancelled the already filmed Batgirl with Leslie Grace as Barbara Gordon, directed by Miss Marvel's Adil El-Arbi and Bilal Fallah. The DCEU installment would have explored a young Gotham City hero's origin story. Had Batgirl not been scrapped, the movie would have also featured Fraser as the villainous Firefly, making it the Batman Foes cinematic debut. In a recent interview with Yahoo Entertainment, El-Arbi talked more about the lost DCEU adventure, while also praising Fraser's performance as Oscar-worthy. For the Batgirl filmmaker, with the movie having a low budget, it led to a very grounded story, while also exploring the Bat family through Grace's Barbara and Michael Keaton's Batman, as El-Arbi shared the following. So we're going to read a quote here from the director, guys, and just see what they have to say. So he goes on to say, quote, "It's tough to say. The movie didn't have a high budget, and I think that's a big part of it. We had to keep the budget low, so it was a very grounded story. But the fact that the budget wasn't that high already would have helped it be a success. People do love the Bat family, they love Batgirl, they love Gotham City, they love Michael Keaton, and Brendon Fraser gave an Oscar-worthy performance in the movie. And the movie was supposed to be for streaming, which allows you freedoms that you don't get in theaters. If it was a theatrical movie, we might have needed a bigger action sequences than what we had, but we'll never know. Hopefully we can come back to DC and show what we can really do. It's like unfinished business. We've got to prove ourselves one day." Yeah, like I keep saying, guys, it's just all the more disappointing the fact that we hear this Oscar-worthy performance from Brendon Fraser. Of course, we would have absolutely loved to have seen his performance as Firefly. That would have been something really cool. We've not seen Firefly on screen before, so having his debut as well would have been even cooler. And it's just disappointing that we're not going to get to see it. It's a shame. Is there going to perhaps be a bootleg version in years to come that they manage to get online? Who knows? Maybe even a campaign to get the movie made, or to get it remade could start in the future. You never know. When DC fans put their mind to something, we can get wonders made. So you never know. Why Batgirl was cancelled and why you'll never see it. Okay, maybe we won't see it. Who knows? So the entire drama surrounding Batgirl's cancellation boils down to a few factors. As Warner Bros. Discovery came with a new leadership through David Zaslav and his team, the studio felt it was not profitable for them to invest in a movie for HBO Max, now known as Max, stupid name by the way. With the type of budget that it had at the time, the axing of Batgirl also came in the midst of Warner Bros. Discovery's cost-cutting mission, as several other projects from the studio were scrapped too. Yeah, so David Zaslav came in with his team. Obviously, they're now in charge, and he, decided to, trim the fat, sort of streamline DC, get rid of projects that he didn't think would be up to standard or be up to par with the DC brand. And he was absolutely right to do that. If he felt that Batgirl movie wasn't going to be, up to the standard of what people expect from DC, get rid of it, have it as a tax write-off. And that was probably the right decision to do, because you don't want to bring out a Batgirl movie and it kind of further tarnish the DC brand. I mean, the DC brand is kind of in the gutter as it is anyway. I mean, just look at the last 6 movies at the box office. The box office has been absolute carnage. But yeah, I mean, he was right to scrap this movie if it wasn't as good, if it wasn't well done. So Warner Bros. Discovery also used Batgirl to write it off as a tax break in order to recoup the cost that had been spent on the DCEU movie. Due to Batgirl becoming a tax write-off, there is little or no hope of the movie ever getting released, neither on Max nor in theaters, which would cost Warner Brothers Discovery more money if they made it a theatrical film instead. The only glimpse of the Batgirl movie that we are ever like to see the light of day is through previously released on-set photos, videos, and behind-the-scenes posts that the various cast and crew members have shared. Yeah, so guys, I found some footage on YouTube of the behind the scenes of this movie. Unfortunately, this is the closest we're ever going to get to seeing this movie, as it said in this article. So I'm going to play some footage for the next few minutes. I've gone through and sort of clipped out some of the best footage behind the scenes of the movie that I can find, guys. So here's a couple of minutes of the behind the scenes Batgirl footage. Enjoy.
I know Brendon Fraser's in it. Michael Keaton's in it. Brendon Fraser is Batgirl.
Brendon Fraser?
Brendon, he's a Firefly?
Okay.
So there we have it, guys. There's a couple of minutes of behind-the-scenes footage of the Batgirl movie. What do you think about this footage, guys? Looking at this behind-the-scenes footage, do you think that it looks like a good movie, or do you think they made the right decision to cancel it? I'd love to know what your thoughts are, so make sure you jump into the comment section and let me know about that. Anyway, guys, let's just finish off the article here. So, while Batgirl's solo film may forever be shelved, it doesn't mean that the hero has lost her shot at the big screen adventure. With James Gunn and Peter Safran's upcoming DC universe, Barbara will likely be making it into the new franchise sooner rather than later. Whether or not this ends up being Leslie or someone else playing her after the Batgirl remains to be seen. But for now, the world will have to wait and see what happens to the DC hero's future live-action prospects. Yeah, guys, so there we have it. Kind of just some quotes here, like a quote here from the director. Just saying that, you know, about Brendon Fraser's Oscar-worthy performance, sorry. And, yeah, we know he can bring the heat. We know he's a talented actor, and it's completely possible that it was an Oscar-worthy performance. Like I say, guys, jump into the comment section. Let me know what you thought about the behind-the-scenes footage. Let me know what you think about it being cancelled. Were you disappointed? Do you not really care about Batgirl? I would just love to know your thoughts in general. Thank you so much for checking out the video, guys, and I will see you soon.